Hi all, welcome back to another lockdown. And with that, we're going to kick off the Home Glass Hack series yet again. I'm going to be recapping on some of the stuff that we did before, but with some added tips and tweaks to make it all the more possible for you to work with glass at home. So if, like me, you're going to be working in your bedroom or spare bedroom or indeed the kitchen table, I'll be going through how to kind of look after yourself and the space while you work with glass at home. So let's get started. First things first, and it's super important with all of these videos, is that you look after your eyes. If any glass at all cracks off and goes into them, you're going to have a big problem. So if you got a pair of safety glasses, pop them on, or you can use your own glasses if you wear them either. Today we're going to be using what are called glass stringers to bend and manipulate over a candle flame and make into a chain. So you can see here I've got some colors. They come in huge variety of different colors, and I'll put some links into where you can get your own glass stringers from. I buy from two companies. One of them is from Tufnell Glass, they're based in the UK, and the other one is Warm Glass. I like to use stringers that are 2 to 3 mils in diameter, so they're not too thick. You really want to make sure that they're thin enough so that they can heat up in the flame of a candle and bend. So that being said, you can probably guess what else we're going to need for this to happen. Get yourself a pack of just some regular tea light candles. And surprisingly, the tip of a flame in a candle is 900 degrees, and that is enough to make glass soft in order for it to bend. You're also going to need something to bend the hot glass with. I like to use some regular DIY tweezers. So you can get these from your local DIY store and they're really, really cheap. Or if you have any vanity tweezers, you can use them also. It's just anything that you can use to grab onto the hot glass so not to burn your hands. Now, if we're working with hot glass and it flicks off and it goes onto the surface, it might burn it. And you especially don't want to do that if you're using the dining room table. So what I like to do, and it's just really handy, is get a baking tray and put it down on the surface. Make sure it's nice and big so that you've got a big work surface to go on. So once you're set up, you'll be ready to get started. Okay, so we'll get going. I'm choosing this beautiful transparent green today. I think it really, really shows off how beautiful glass can be when the light goes through it. So I will get a rod of that out and ready to go. So what we want to start off by doing is heating where we're going to make our first bend in it. For this, you want to go about 1 centimeter or a little bit over into your glass rod. So just hold out here in the tip of the flame of the candle. And after a few moments, it's going to be soft enough and ready to bend. We're going to bend it up. Now moving on to my second corner and second bend. Moving on to the third corner and third bend. As you bend the glass, keep eyeing it up to see if you're doing it in line to make sure that the actual loop is nice and flat. Now, we want to chop this off the rest of the rod. Before, in my last video, I showed you how to use a tool to score it and snap it. However, since then I figured out a bit of an easier way and it requires no extra tools. you simply want to go in to heat up the point at which you want it to break off. What we're doing here is we're getting it nice and hot. And then I'm going to grab onto it with my pliers. When I grab on, I'm not only applying pressure, but I'm also applying thermal shock because my pliers are cold. And that's what will cause the glass to snap off and break at that point. So clamp down and it breaks off really easily. At this point, you want to grab your second tweezers. You do not want to touch this glass anywhere. It's going to be quite hot. I'm going to heat up here our fourth corner and fourth bend to close it off to make a loop. If your loop is a little long on that last side, you can always heat up the very end of it and clamp down with your pliers again just to shorten it off. So now we've got enough of a gap to close it up. So there we have it. That is our first loop made. And we're going to continue on doing that. I'll show you how you connect them up. So now we've got 2 loops made. Let's keep going. So I've just cleaned it up and this is the finished article. Thanks for watching.